This is why the AUD USD trade was not it. So remember, we need to see a break of structure, and as you can see, there's a break of structure right here. You can see a break of structure which created an higher high. Now we're waiting for a retracement. We're waiting for the market to go down and hit any demand zone around this area, then bounce back. Okay, so we buy at the bottom to the top as it creates a new higher high. That is the point. So many people don't know how to look at charts and find out break of structure. As you can see, EUD trade is very messy. In order for you to see this break of structure, most of you will need this indicator. You can see it here, the line indicator. So when you click the line indicator, see, goes like this. So now you can see clearly the structure of the market. You can see the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, then create another higher high. That's what we're expecting. You get it? So if you don't know how to draw, you identify your higher high and higher low and your break of structure, use that line indicator, line candle, I mean to say. So immediately you have identified your structure, wait for the retracement, you go down to the 1 hour. Immediately you are at the 1 hour, all you need to look for is a solid demand zone. At this point, it is this point. At that time, this part of the market has not played out yet. So erase this part of the market from your mind. This part of the market has not played out yet at that time. We just have only this part. So erase the other side from your mind and focus on this retracement. So you go to the 1 hour candle and look for a solid demand zone. Note, you must identify your swing high and your swing low, and according to the chart, you can only see your swing high. And let me show you the swing low. This is the swing low here, because this is the last low before the break of structure. So let's identify this as the swing 4 hour swing low. We're supposed to do it in the 4 hour candle. So let's go to the 4 hour candle and do it properly, the way it should be done. So in the 4 hour candle, this is your swing low, because this is the last low before the break of structure. You mark it out, and then you label it 4 hour swing low. The chart is very messy, so but you try strain your eye. I don't have this premium subscription for TradingView yet, so I cannot replay the markets, but you just need to strain your eye until then. So after you identify your swing high and swing low, you go to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, let me delete this market shift because on the 1 hour, you now have to rearrange or pick the pivot candle for the demand zone. So this is a pivot candle. I already picked it out already. You can see this is the pivot candle for the demand zone on the 1 hour. You can see this candle right here is a pivot candle for the demand zone. So you draw it out, stretch to the right hand side. That's it. All you need to do is wait for the market to come down to this demand zone, and we are expecting a reversal, right? That's it. So after that, immediately the market taps into the demand zone, you go straight to your 15 minutes. Now this is your 15 minutes. This is the first part that interacted, this is the first candle that interacted with the demand zone that would have set off your alarm if you set an alarm there. But the mistake here was that I never waited for a change of character before I took a buy, which is the most stupidest thing I ever did. So instead of me to wait, according to this chart, look for the structure. You can see the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You can see this is a pure downtrend. Me seeing this, I took a buy. Does that even make sense? No. I would have waited for a candle to close above the last lower high, the last higher low, I mean to say, which would have been this place. This would have been the last 15 minutes lower high, 15 minutes swing high. And this would have been the last 15 minutes swing low. If I had waited, swing low. See, if the candle had closed, this candle had closed above this place, I would have waited for a retracement down and buy, then to the top side. This proves that the market has changed character from a downtrend to an uptrend, but I didn't. I took a buy, and guess what? Forex taught me a lesson again. I lost the trade. But you must put in mind also that you might do everything correctly and still lose the trade. This is Forex. You're not trying to know the future. You are just, it's just a probability. You understand? So, but this trade I did absolutely wrong. So I lost. It's a shame, okay? So let me explain something else. So immediately the market broke the 4-hour swing low. You can see it right here. The 4-hour swing low. This shows that the 4-hour is now bearish. The market is no longer bullish. So we're no longer looking for, we're no longer looking for buy, we're looking for sell. So now, same strategy works here. The market has now breaking the last low. We are now waiting for the market to retest. And you can see this candle here is not a supply zone. It's not a supply zone because if you look, there was a massive drop, and this candle was the originator of that drop. So now you draw your box and target 15 minutes supply zone. Supply zone. Now all you have to do now is wait for the market to go to that place again. And immediately the market entered to the supply zone, you can see the drastic drop, and it will created another break of structure. A 15 minutes break of structure. This is your 15 minutes. At this point, this is no longer a 4-hour swing low. It's now a change of character. If you know what I'm talking about, this is now a change of character. Market is now in a downtrend because it has broken the last low. If you go to the 4-hour, you see it clearly. Now this is the 4-hour. You can see market broke, went up. You see the market went up. Instead of to bounce off, it did it. It did not bounce off. It went up, broke the last higher low, retraced, then go down further. This is just how it works. But I was not active to take this trade. If I was active, I would have taken the trade, but I went to the gym. So that's why I couldn't take that trade. Not that I bagged nothing less than 1 of 3 or 1 of 4 risk ratio because it was solid. You can see that. So that's for that. That's why the AUD USD trade and the GBP USD trade was not a valid trade to take. These are the two reasons. The AUD USD trade, I didn't wait for change of character to the upside before I bought. And the GBP USD trade, the demand zone I used was not valid. The demand zone I used was not a valid demand zone. I would have used.